You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the championship final of the King's Cup. Finishing in first place, the Lloydminster Blazers. They're going to be wearing the dark jerseys, red for today, against the second place finishers, Canadian Athletic Club, United Sports and Cycle. Teams just finishing up their warm-ups. We're going to get going in a minute or two. Don't go far. Welcome to the final. Alright, folks, here we are from the Shell Arena in Sherwood Park, Alberta. Pucks dropped on this championship game between the Blazers and the Canadians. Blazers try to move it up the far side. Here they spring loose. They're known for the breakaway and their breakouts from their zone. Got thwarted in the Canadian zone. Puck on the near side. They're going to take over the puck. Here's Robertson up the near side. Enriquez Gomez. There's a whistle behind the play. Looks like we is there a player down there? Okay. There's a collision in the corner. Teams definitely ramped up. Already heavy on the body in the first period. Back to his stakes in town. resume action here with 14:35 left in the first period. Face off just outside of the Blazers zone. That for the near side, puck goes into the Blazers zone. Or keeps that alive. Picked up behind the net by number 15. Here come the Blazers, rushing out of the zone. Ulrich trips his man. Thorvaldsen puts it behind the net. It's going to roll over to the near side. Eagle picks it up. Tipped in the zone by the Blazers, only for a second. Thorvaldsen finishes the clear. So now follows up number 17. He sends the puck over to 15. Thrown up the middle. Here's Enriquez Gomez. Here's the shot. That's chipped. Comes in. Oh, look at it. It stays out. They say it stays out. Oh, I don't know about that one. Puck still in the Blazers zone. Now it comes out. Here's Smith coming up the near side. Takes that into the corner. He dumps it down low. Duffett gets that for the Canadians, and then it comes out in front. Black is going to jump on that one. Okay, so that camera is acting up today. We'll get to it at the break. Face off near side in the Canadian zone. Battle for it. Put back to the point. Boucher puts that up the board. Frostad knocks that down. Up the right side for West. West into the zone. That's a holding call any day of the week. And the ref has the arm up. Puck comes down low. Blazers grab it. And the Canadians are going to be on the power play if they come out of the gate with gusto. A couple of good shifts to start the game as the Blazers step behind, holding the player, and they're going to be in the box for 2 minutes. Puck's dropped. Canadians have it. Sahara puts that back to the point for Frostad. Frostad slap shot kicked away by their goaltender, Narrator. Put down low. Canadians cycle it over to the near side. Thorvaldsen. Thorvaldsen hangs onto it. Oh, kicked down low. Narrator got a piece of the pad on that. Kicked over to the near side. Hoare with it. He's going to take a look. Fired in front into traffic. Fired, following it up. It's down loose. Hold a chance. Just off the right side, left side for Thorvaldsen. Thrown out in front. That's going to be cleared back. Frostad keeps that in at the line. Right side for Thorvaldsen. There's a shot. Just kicked or just missing that far post. Thorvaldsen, or Narrator may have gotten a piece of it. Here is Dollywall. Gets in front all by himself. That shot saved by Narrator. Frostad with it. Low shot kicked away in the slot. And that's going to be jammed out to the neutral zone. Canadians, 50 seconds left with the man advantage. Both teams making changes on the fly here. Put back to the near side for Richard. Richard up the ice for Eagle. Eagle takes it into the zone. Goes right side to West. West going to cycle that down low. The whistle goes. I don't have an indication here. It looks like the net may have come all over and off. We're going to just take a look. So the whistle goes with 11:46 left in the first period. Refs just taking a look at that net, making sure it's set. We'll be ready to go here. Just a second, 37 seconds left in the power play for the Canadians. Puck's drop, goes into the corner. Still battling for it. Now comes loose for West. Over to Morris at the point. Shot just comes off the backside of Raider. Trying to grab it in. One more chance. Oh, and I can't get there. It's still loose. 14 seconds left on the power play. They're still jamming away on the far side. The ref's gonna blow the whistle down. Oh no. Narrator able to finally track it down on that far side, and the Canadians are buzzing. They can't find the back of the net though. Making strong work on the power play. Haven't been rewarded quite yet. Face off far side in the Blazers zone. Comes loose. Back to the point from Richard to Morris. Morris is going to just walk that down. Comes back to Eagle at the point. Right side for West. West puts that high out. His block goes into the corner. Blazers back to full strength for maybe 2 or 3 seconds. And then into the box will be Keaton Smith of the Blazers. Canadians get another crack at the power play here, as the Blazers can't catch up to the Canadians' intensity and speed at the moment. 11:02 left in the first period. Face off near side in the Blazers zone. Canadians win it. It's at the point, cross dead. Left side for Hoare. Hoare's taking a look. He's going to hang on to it. Can walk it down. Blazers get a hold of it. Clear the zone. 1:45 left in the Canadians' power play as Frostad picks it up behind his own net. Signals to the far side. Pass up to Hoare. Hoare dumps it in the opposite corner. Looking for Robertson to skate onto. He picks it up in the corner. Back to the point for Frostad. Frostad with it, hangs on, takes the shot, steps to his left, keeps control of the puck, over to Thorvaldson, down low for Hoare, back to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson fires that through traffic. Oh, and it bounces off the near side, knocked down by high sticks, so the whistle goes, and we'll have the draw outside in the neutral zone. 10:19 left in the first period, 1:18 left in the Canadians' power play. Teams now recognizing that the face-off is in the neutral zone. Puck's drop. Canadians have it. Frostad far side for Hoare. Hoare rushing it in. Puts it down low for Dollywall. Over to Hoare. Hoare with it to Frostad. Frostad wants it. There's the shot low. Narrator with the save. Tip just wide. The rebound was by Dollywall. Near side. Thorvaldson back to the point for Frostad. Frostad lines it. That is tipped off the glass. Picked up by number 19, Tan. Back on the ice after being dumped earlier in the game. The face-off is going to be down low in the Blazers zone as it brings out of play after that shot. 50 seconds left in the Canadians' power play. Puck's dropped. Canadians have it in the corner. Benton's back to the point. Morris with it. Over to Eagle. Eagle is going to hang on to it. Looking for that pass. Shard trying to set up in the middle there. Comes back to the point to Morris. Over to Rust on the right side. Morris hangs on to it. Over to West. West. Distance face to the right. Now he moves it back to Morris. Morris. Who's going to fire that on net? Narrator with this save. Eagle picks it up in the corner. Moves it back to Richard. Richard back to the point to Morris. Morris right side to West. West moves the move to the right side. Hangs onto the puck. Back up high for Morris. Morris fires that on net. Tipped down low. But just around the net off the near post. He stays out. Just missing that near post. Coming back high. Here's West. Left side for Eagle. Eagle fires that. Narrator with the save. And that will stop play with 8:58 left in the first period. The Blazers have killed off 2 consecutive power penalties. They're back to full strength. Draw on the far side, won by the Canadians. Turcotte puts that down low. Taylor tried to loosen it up. It's going to be swept to the far side by the Blazers. Here they come to the near side. Blazers pick it up behind their own net. Outlet to number 10. That's going to be broken up by Turcotte. Over to Frostad. Frostad all the way up the ice looking for Taylor. That's cut off by number 15. I think that's Canal or Cavill. Puts that down the ice. Blazers again, throwing it all the way down the ice. They're going to take an icing call here. And we got the whistle with 8:16 left in the first period. Face off, far side in the Blazer zone. Blazers take it into the corner. Try to sweep it around behind their net. They're successful. Comes over to number 9 on the near side. Kelly trying to move it up. That's knocked down by Schufolk in the zone. Now Kelly able to get it out. Eagle puts it right back into the Blazer zone. They move it up. Dugan puts that into the Canadian side. Eagle tries to chip it up the boards. Comes over to Richard. Richard gets it out to the neutral zone, but Kelly takes it away from him. Richard back to Eagle. Eagle in his own zone. Far side. Took it down the ice. We'll have an icing call here with 7:34 left in the third period. First period. We got time. Let's take another look as they move it out the far side. You can see it all the way down the ice. 7:34 to go in the first. Face off far side in the Canadian zone. Battle for it on the far boards. Comes loose for the Blazers. Kelly drives towards the net. Now he's taken down behind it. Knocked down. Ref's not going to call that one. Took away. Still battling for it on the boards. Back to the point. There's a shot. Blocked in traffic. Morris able to keep that to the far side. Kelly takes it up, throws it out front, and Black had to be quick coming over. He makes a great save with the whistle going. 7:08 left in the first period. Sorry, son, no replay on that one. That camera not communicating with my computer at the moment. We'll get the face-off far side in the Canadian zone. Graham set to take the face off against Sahara. Sahara moves that into the corner. Morris to it first. Gets a little bit dump it back to Morris. Canadians pick it up on the near side. West puts that out to center. Tip down the ice. Volleyball almost caught up to it, but the Blazers put it back. Arm of the official off. Heading into the box will be Rutan. He was dumped earlier. Looks like he wanted to repay, except the price of admission or the bill will be 2 minutes in the penalty box. Canadians, third power play of the period. Setting up in the Blazers zone. Dollywall directs it towards the net. Narrator able to pick that away at the last moment. Puck on the far side, picked up by the Blazers and sent down the ice. Black setting it up for Thorwaldsen. Nope. Frostad. Frostad far side for Hoare. Hoare gets that up center and dumps that into the zone. Blazers gently and calmly throw it into the opposite corner. Canadians starting in their own zone once again, led by Frostad. He's going to come up the right side. Gets all the way into the Blazers zone. Pass back to the point. That comes out. Offside's called here with 6:13 left in the first period. And the first two power plays for the Canadians looking threatening. The third one, lackluster thus far. Face off near side of the ice. Blazers win it. Goes into their zone. Dollywall hustles in. Picked up by number 16, Bill Clark. Taken into the corner. Canadians get it back. Hoare with it. Moves it back to Frostad. Frostad blocks it in. Makes the shot left side for Hoare. Hoare, there's one on net blocker save. Comes back to Hoare. Up shot for Frostad. Frostad right side for Thorwaldsen, and he hangs onto it. So he pulls up high, down low, looking for Hoare. Makes it all the way to the end boards, and then bounces up and down the ice. First one going to be to it is Blazers pitching on the far side. Now it's chipped out to the neutral zone. Blazers dump that back to the Canadian side. West with it. Runs into the back of Rostad, but keeps possession. Sends the far side for Richard. Richard enters the zone, drops that back for Enriquez Gomez. Wanted to get it to West. And the Blazers chip that out to the neutral zone. 15 seconds left with the man advantage. Morris sees space, moves it to the right to Enriquez Gomez. That's going to be an offside call. And we'll reset with 5:04 left in the first period. 11 seconds left in the Canadiens' power play. Chip back to Morris. He moves it over to West. West goes to pick it up. Eagle takes in his own zone up to Morris. Morris spins it up the boards. Blazers have killed off another one. Puck put down in the Blazers zone. Slapped over to the near boards. Comes loose for number 23, Cole. He starts behind his own net. Up the far side, that's held in by Eagle. Fired wide into the near corner. West jumping on it for the Canadiens. Blazers going to be able to break out here. Number 7, Lamondon takes it up the right side and into Canadian zone. Puts it wide into the near corner as Bergeron was trying to head towards the net. Eagle with the puck, drops that back to Morris. Morris sends that back to the point, held in by the Blazers. Hot shot off the back glass. Canadiens have it in the near corner. Eagle throws that away. Lamondon keeps it in, and it's kicked out to the neutral zone by the Blazers. Bergeron starting in their own zone. Number 14, Thiessen puts that up the near side. That's going to end up all the way down the ice. We have an icing call here with 3:46 left in the first period. Face off near side in the Blazers zone. Puck goes into the corner. Blazers pick it up, try to cycle it behind their net. Here they come out the far side. It's put into the Canadian zone. Frostad comes over. Oh, shot. Blocked with the save. Kicked over to the far boards. Comes loose to the near side. Blazers directed towards the net. Frostad kicks that to the far corner. From the point, there's a shot right on the black. Oh. He held it, and no, it did not. They're gonna blow it down. They're gonna blow it off. Black had held it. They're going back to the bench. It was in the glove of Black, but they're gonna allow the goal, it seems. Oh, that. The refs allow that goal. It was clearly pulled out of the glove of Black with the stick. Here they come up the right side. Canadiens have that, keep that in the Blazers zone. Rushing it up. Smith goes cross ice. Over to number 19. Oh, and Black makes the save. Cleared away by Richard. Richard rushing it down. Gets the center. Dumps that in. And he's going to go for a change. Narrator out to play it. Set to the far corner. Schufelt trying to break it out of that pile. Now it's sent to the far side. Blazers put back to the point. Hauer kicks that in. Puts that into the slot. Choked out with a shot. Oh, and an early whistle as the narrator kicked off the net. Schufelt down low. Turns around and puts a good shot on net. But the Blazers goaltender ends up kicking off the post. And we got to stop with 2:17 left in the first period. who's going to come away with the puck here. Don't throw up the far side. Sealed in by Volleyball, turned over. Here's Morris for the Canadians. Thrown down in front from the slot. Now cleared away by the Blazers. They're going to come up the near side. Bergeron tries to come inside. He's upended. Loose puck goes into the corner. Duffin with it. Down low for Morris. Morris with another penalty coming to the Blazers. Gonna let play continue as Dollywall able to move it around to Zahara, up to West. West with it. Black has vacated the net to get the extra attacker on. Extra attacker is Thorvaldson on the far side. West takes it into the zone up the right side. Tried to put that down around the boards. And the whistle's gonna go as the Blazers get a hold of it. Penalty called with 1:26 left in the first period. Blazers back in the box for a head contact penalty, and now has received an objectional. Looks like an unsportsmanlike. We're going to get double minor here. 2 are going into the box for the Blazers. Oh, it's a misconduct. Second player into the box, misconduct penalty called against the Blazers with 1:26 left in the first period. It's on the board right now as a double minor. Still waiting for Blazers players to get on the ice. They're not putting them there. There we go. So they put just one in the box for the Blazers, but it's a double minor. So 4 minutes penalty time for the Canadians. Comes up to Hoare. Over to Frostad. Frostad hangs onto it. Right side for Thorvaldson. There's a shot. Rises on him. It's going to come off the glass, cleared down the ice. Black out to play it. Moves it. And nope, he's going to hang on to it as the Blazers, number 10, was bearing down. That's Altman rushing into the zone. 1:10 left in the first period. Canadians on the power play. 3:45 left with the man advantage. Blazers win the draw. There's a shot. Black with the save. Oh, and picking up was number 21, short-handed goal by the AP player, Kurt Monroe. Yeah, Monroe. Oh, 21 Monroe is on my score sheet. Put that back. It's playing up. Listed on my sheet as a defenseman. He's playing forward today. And the Blazers are out in front now, 2-0. Canadians win the next face-off. Morris Deagle on the far side. He's going to dump that into the near corner. Commandant gets there. Moves the puck up. Here's Cole coming into the Canadian zone. He's knocked down. Tripping penalty called on Rikas Gomez. That'll nullify the next 2 minutes of penalty time for the Canadians. There's still 3:20 left on the Blazers penalty clock. 46 seconds left in the period. We're going to play 4-4 for a full 2 minutes. Blazers win the draw. Backhand shot. Black with the save. Kicks that over to the near boards. Now it's put up. Another shot. Tip just wide. Behind the net. Blazers get the puck back. They put it up the middle. It's going to roll back into their zone. Narrator at the play. Chipped into center. Morris back into the Blazers on Thiessen, knocks it down. Gets it over to Flamondon. Moves that back to Thiessen. Up to Graham. Hands that off. Taken away by Thorvaldson. Offside called here with 7 seconds left in the period. Still 4-4. It was a lineup for the draw. Puck put back to Turcotte. He puts it down the ice. Icing call here. Mental error at the end of the period. And the Blazers will have one last chance with an offensive zone draw at the end of the first period. Face off, far side in the Canadian zone. Robertson ties up his man as the buzzer goes on the first period. And I have the score exactly wrong. I am sorry, folks. It's the Blazers out 2-0. Give me a second. Go fix some stuff. Right back. Okay, folks, update on the import players. It's McCauley and Segaly helping out the Canadians this afternoon. 4-4, still going on for the next 45 seconds. Canadians breaking out of their zone. Here's the hair coming up the left side. Takes that into the corner. Comes loose. Oh, tried to move that in front for West. That was picked off by number 6, moved down the ice. Here comes Graham up the right side. Canadians move behind the net. That's picked off by number 9, Kelly on the far side. Centering past that shot just picked up by Turcotte. He's going to put it the length of the ice. We'll have an icing call with 13 seconds to go in the first period. The draw will be near side in the Canadian zone. Blazers still up 2-0 on the Canadians as we are in the early stages of the second period. Blazers win the draw. Here's Thiessen at the point. Left side for Pomondon. Pomondon walks that down right low on Black. Black making that save there with 18:51 to go in the period. Let's do a quick check on our other camera. That looks okay. I think we should be ready to go for the period. Puck comes right across the crease, picked up by Dollywall. Behind the net, Canadians, Hoare moves it to the far side. They are now officially on the power play. 1:13 left to that. Frostad up the left wing. Hangs onto it on the near side, moves it down to Hoare, back to Frostad, moves it over to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson fires that into Kelly. Kelly gets it out to the neutral zone. Thorvaldson comes back, quickly over to Frostad, left side for Dollywall. Dollywall steps into the zone, drop pass for Hoare. Hoare looking for the setup. Zahara, and that goes right off the lip of the boards and out of play. Face-off will be near side in the Blazers zone. 18:09 left in the second period. 44 seconds left to the Canadians' power play. Zahara wins that. Hands it off to Hoare. Hoare with it. Up high for Frostad. Right side for Thorvaldson. Low shot tipped in by Zahara, and the Canadians are on the board. Damon Zahara puts it into the back of the net with 17:57 left in the second period. Power play goal puts the Canadians on the board and now close the gap to 1. We're gonna get set up at center here again. Blazers win the drive. Number 16, Clark, puts that up the near side, puts that down the ice, it's chipped in, ice is waved off. Turcotte puts it to the outside. That's cut off by number 23, Cole. He goes behind the net. Rolls over to the near side. Up top for Clark. That hits traffic in front, just goes over the net. Picked up by the Blazers. Clark with it again, there's a shot. Takes that off the chest and covers and hangs onto it. Oh, he did straight in the glove. I take that back. And the play stops here with 17:33 left in the second period. See here. We might be have a good internet day. Look at that. Comes up high off a Bauer. And he makes the stop. Blazers win the draw. Keep it in the zone. Over to the right side to Clark. Clark rips one. Good block there by what's that? One of our callers. Right. Macaulay, maybe? I'll get the numbers right later. On the near side, Blazers dump the puck into the Canadian zone. Turcotte tries to move that to the boards. That's knocked down. Comes behind over net. Now it's picked up by Taylor. Taylor's centering pass. Cut off. It goes against the boards. Taylor spins around and puts that deep into the Blazers zone. Clark for the Blazers. Up the ice for Smith. Smith coming up the near side. Shoot Felt stops it for a brief moment. Picked up by Graham. Graham coming in. He's knocked down by Eagle. Eagle gets back up. Grabs the puck. Wheels to the near side. Off the glass. And it's down the ice. Back to play it. Number 20. Boucher. That's knocked down by Richard. Richard stops. Fires that on net. It's into the slot. It's going to come back to the point. Eagle. Right side for Richard. Richard over to Ulrich. Ulrich hangs on. That's fired right into Smith. Tipped over to the near corner. Now comes high. Dotzel. 2-on-1 developing back the other way. Eagle takes the man on the right. The man on the left. Open. It was 19. Rutan. He couldn't keep control of it. Oh. Goes into... Oh, this is going to be interesting. We got a battle against the boards on the near side. The Canadian's going to end up in the box on the tripping call. Big smash into the near side there. Refs discussing it. We're going to put tripping call and then roughing. It's going to be 2 penalties at the same time. I think that's just for calling in. Blazers lining up like they're on the power play. So it looks like consecutive minors issued to number 13 for the Canadians. Now it's their turn to kill off an extended penalty kill.
We're down.
Coaches called over, officials called over to the Canadians bench. Coach having a word. Refs have had enough. Now they're going to go back to the game. Ready to go near side in the Canadian zone. Canadians win it. Turcotte puts it off the glass, but it's kept in by the Blazers. Now comes up high. Put down low. Number 21 pulls that to the far side. Monroe coming up high now. Drops that back to Duchère. Puck comes back to Duchère after he passed it in the corner. Up high, right side. Now comes up high. Monroe puts that to the left side. Tipped in front. Net came off. And the whistle will go here with 15:23 left in the second period. 3:26 left in the Blazers power play. We'll have to draw near side in the Canadian zone. Seems like that net at that end of the ice. Little pesky, little weak. Puck drops. Blazers win it. There's a shot. That rises. Stays in play coming off the glass. Down in the far corner. Blazers have control. They move it up now to the right side. Duchère over to the left side. Moved down by Bannerman. Behind the net. Blazers have that on the near side. Duchère gets it back at the point. Sends it up the right side. Chased into the corner. Monroe picks it back up. That's tipped out, and it's going to roll back into the Blazer zone. Good work there by the Canadians. Now it's put up the near side. Morris drops back down. Banner and locks it up. Shoot foul. Taken out. Gets back up. Chases Dugan with the puck in the far side. Dugan gets that to number 20 over to Bannerman up. And that's going to roll into the Canadian zone. Morris puts it up the boards. Knocked down by Bannerman. Tried to go left side. Trying to take the shot was Kelly, but that's put wide. He was tied up in the low slot there. Blazers move it into the near corner, chased by Morris. Now comes loose, centering pass broken up by the Canadians. Left side, low shot, Black with the stick save. Picked up on the far side by Cole. Back to the point for Thiessen. He fires that and it goes in. Black unable to see it, goes low. Screen goal ends up in the back of the net. That's a power play goal for the Canadians, but with 1:58 left, they're done serving. See if we can catch that back here. Fist low, underneath the blocker of the Canadians goaltender. So the Blazers regain their 2-goal lead with 13:55 left in the second period. Both teams full strength. Blazers had the puck going up the far side. Over to Ratan. Tried to drive it inside. That's taken away by the Canadians. Thorvaldsen grabs the puck, puts it out to the neutral zone where it's picked up by number 6, Graham. Graham up the right side to Smith, who dumps that into the Canadian zone. Frostad there first. Skips past over to Enriquez Gomez. His centering pass knocked down. Pull it up by Thorvaldsen. He gets the loose puck back. Here come the Blazers, turning it back up the ice. On their right side comes Ratan. Puck taken away. Here comes Hoare. Hoare up the left side. He has Enriquez Gomez in front. Hoare decides to hang on. There's Thorvaldsen. That's just off the mark. And Enriquez Gomez puts that in on the far side. And the puck for the camera is once again frozen. Let's go back. We'll jump back to the replay just in a second. Thorvaldsen puts that off the end. Enriquez Gomez on the far side, able to put it in. And the Canadians get one back in short order. Closing the gap once again to 1 goal. It's a 3-2 game for the Blazers, 13:06 to play in the second period. Teams working hard. This is worthy of a championship final. Puck in the Canadian zone, Blazers with control. Right side, there's a Clark shot, blocked in front. Morris puts that out to the neutral zone. Clark gets it back for the Blazers. Dollywall steals it in the zone. Over to West. West couldn't have it to sit down. Here comes number 6. Clark puts that out to the neutral zone where Turcotte knocks it out. Goes to the far side to West. West walks into the zone, puts it down low for Dollywall. Dollywall behind, in front for West. He was held up. Turcotte puts that to the far side. That was blocked by Monroe. Puck sent up the ice by the Blazers. It's a breakaway. Black with the save off the shoulder. There's another one ripped That's knocked down in traffic. Cleared away by West. Stolen back by the Blazers. Blazers have that in the Canadian zone. Now that's chipped out. On the far side, Cavill with it. Puts that up the middle to Altman. Over to Monroe. Monroe loses in his skates. He has to reset. That's stolen by Dollywall. But coming back to chip it off his stick was Dotson. Cavill with it. Near side for Altman. He chips that into the near corner of the Canadian zone. Leaves that for Dotzel to pick up. Battles against Ulrich. Thorvaldson there to pick it up. Gets that out to center. Bannerman quickly up to the left side to number 20. Duchere dumps that behind the Canadians' net. On the near side, Bergeron. Couldn't control the puck. Canadians get it back. Put to the far side by Turcotte. Centering pass broken up by Duchere of the Blazers. Canadians get it back though. Here's Enriquez Gomez. Tries to slap it towards. Now comes to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson walking it in. Oh, and Enriquez Gomez hunting for back-to-back goals. Had his stick chipped just at the last second. Eagle has to work hard to pick up the puck in his own zone as he had two Blazers jumping down on him. He reverses it back to the far side. Thorvaldson is going to pick it up.
Come on, boys.
Turned over in the zone. Here's the Blazers. Centering pass up to Bannerman. There's a shot that's blocked in traffic. Walking it away is Thorvaldson. And it comes out to the neutral zone. Followed up by Enriquez Gomez. Gets center. Puts that deep into the Blazer zone. Picked up by Duchere. He rolls over to the near side. Up to Dotzel. Centering pass to number 22, Dugan. Dugan picking up the left side into the Canadian zone. Comes back to the right. That's chipped away. Right off the bench. And number 5 for the Canadians. Hard stop. Stopped at center by Morris. Taylor over near side. Morris. Number 5 for the Canadians. Centering pass. Good one to Burnett. We flip that back into traffic. Here it is. Chance for Frostad. Frostad tied up. And the Blazers coming back with it. They put that into the Canadian zone. Morris, great D position there, takes it away again. Chipped off the glass, kept in by Thiessen, cleared away by Morris. Far side for Frostad to the open side. Taylor's going to skate onto it. Friendly bounce, not much of one, long shot, and able to make the save as narrator. Puck goes to the far side. Here come the Blazers out of their own zone. We're past the halfway mark of the second period, and there's a holding call being issued to the Blazers, number 19, Rutan. This is his second trip to the box this game. This one with 9:25 left in the second period will give the Canadians a chance at the power play once again. The draw will be near side in the Blazers zone. Put into the corner, chipped out. Morris has that at the point. Morris hanging on to it. Right side for West, back to Morris. Morris fires that on. Oh, that just tipped wide by Enriquez Gomez. He moves that up to Eagle. Eagle with it. He hangs onto it. Moves it down low. In the middle for Richard. Takes a shot. Narrator able to spin around and make that save. Play stops with 9:03 left in the second period. We're going to have a face-off in the Blazers zone where the Canadians have 1:38 left on their power play. Richard set to take the face-off against Monroe. Monroe wins it. Blazers go behind their own net. Lamondon wants to wheel it out. Here it comes out of the zone, gets it into the Canadian zone. Chases in the corner, centering pass, that's broken up by Morris. Enriquez Gomez waiting on the near boards. He's bumped off, keeps control of the puck, goes right side to Richard. Richard takes a bump, shot. That's just missing the mark by West. Morris keeps it alive on the near side, moves it down to Eagle. Eagle hangs on, his pass knocked down, picked up by number 14, Thiessen. Morris keeps it in at the line. Morris with it, down to Eagle. Eagle with it. Back to Morris. Right side to West. Back to Morris. Morris walking it in. There's the shot. Oh, and he's just missing that top corner. It's going to roll all the way back out to the neutral zone. West back to play it. 45 seconds left with man advantage as they move it up the ice quickly. Here's Morris coming up the left wing. Looking down low for Dollywall. Dollywall comes in, tucks it, hole, couldn't get it in time. It just bounced up on him. Cleared out of the zone. Frosty has that at center. Moves it near side to Morris. Morris dumps that into the Blazer zone. Puck comes right back out. Frostad with it. Moves it up the near side. Gets it into the Blazer zone. Sends it back to Zahara. Zahara with space. Fired that low. That is kicked away as it hit traffic. Zahara gonna try again. Low on the narrator. Narrator will make that save. And I just haven't learned that that camera's fucking work. 7:34 left in the second period. 9 more seconds left for the Canadians. Man advantage. Let's just see if I can get it from here, maybe. Nah, it doesn't. Puck's dropped. Canadians win it. Dollywall puts it back to Frostad. Frostad near side for Horn. And that's jammed out. Kelly chasing up Frostad as they get back to full strength. Here comes Horror coming into the Blazers zone. Drops it for Zahara. Low shot. Aerator reads that and makes the save with 7:15 left in the second period. Face off. Near side in the Blazers zone. Blazers win it. Going behind the net is Cavill. He loses on the near side to Turcotte. That shot goes through the slot over to the far side. Going to be picked up by Kelly. Jammed out to center. Cole with it. Crosses over to the right side. Loses control. Oh, shot blocker save. Black. As he was able to keep his strength long enough to get the shot off. Canadians. Burnett. Can't get it out. That's held in by Dugan. Turcotte cycles that to the near side. Frostad puts, up to Taylor. Taylor. Upended by Clark. Blazer put that in the right side. Steps into the high point. Oh, taken away by the Canadians. Flipped over to the near side. Clark feeds that over to his defensive partner. That hits Schutfeld. Canadians dump that in the far side. Schutfeld gets a piece of it, but the Blazers get it back. Here they come up the near side. Rutan couldn't keep control of it. Loose puck over to Turcotte. Turcotte trying to walk it out himself. Does get it up to Richard. Right side for Schutfeld. He just flips that above the net. Near side. In front. Schutfeld couldn't get the stick to tap that in. Eagle pinches in. Takes that into the corner. Ends up flipping it out of play. We'll see where they move the draw. They're going to vote inside the Blazers zone. 5:52 left in the second period. Blazers still in front by 1. It's 3-2 Blazers face off far side in their defensive zone. Canadians win it. Backhand shot by West. Just directed wide. West still with it. Up high for Ulrich. Down to West. West. Over to Dollywall. Dollywall with prep angle shot. Narrator made the save. The rebound goes over the near side. Battle for it on those boards. Zahara doing his best to get it away for his team. Comes out high. Rutan lifts Eagle stick to get the puck out to the neutral zone and dumps it put into the Canadian side. Eagle fights it off. Keeps coming out the far side. That's stolen by Rutan, then back by Enriquez Gomez. He has space on the right side. Doesn't recognize it. Comes over though. Rutan just doesn't give up on the play. His back trip phenomenal right now, but it may have earned him a penalty. No, it earns Zahara a penalty as Rutan is taken down in the neutral zone. Blazers will be on the power play with 5:01 left in the second period. Into the box, number 19, Zahara for the Canadians. Draw will be near side in the Canadian side. And we're ready to go. Blazers win the draw. Monroe with it. Goes to the right side. Left side for Plamondon. Up to Monroe. Monroe cycles left side, leaves that for Plamondon. There's a snap shot, Black with the save. And he covers it up with 4:44 to go in the second period. Face off near side in the Canadian zone. 1:43 left in the Blazers power play. Cole taking the draw against Taylor. Cole wins it, gets it to Plamondon. Plamondon at the point. Goes to the right side. Put back high for Plamondon. Left side, slap shot. That is whistled wide. The net comes off. We're going to reset on the far side in the Canadian zone. 4:35 to go in the second period. 1:34 left in the Blazers power play. Check that. They move the draw to the near side. Cole taking the draw against Bouchard. Bouchard wins it for the Canadians. Rostad puts that out to the neutral zone. Plamondon knocks it down. Number 14, Thiessen takes that up the left side. He lost control of the puck. Morris is going to put that line to the ice. Narrator puts that up the far side to Thiessen. West is going to take it. Puts it into the corner. Plamondon comes back for the loose puck and scoops it loose. Over to Cole, up the right side. Cole coming into the zone. 1:05 left in the Blazers power play. Center pass, Plamondon. Backhand shot, Black got a piece of that. Comes off the glass. Moved up to Thiessen. Thiessen puts that down below the goal line. Morris takes that into the corner. Comes loose for number 10, Altman. And that goes through the slot all the way out of the zone. Blazers, 40 seconds left in their power play. Cole with the puck. Puts that on the right side. Held in by Monroe. Monroe carries that up high. Moves that down low. Put out in front. And the Canadians, Frostad, able to hold off his man. Stays in the zone though. Hard work on the far side. Tipped out by West. Frostad folds it up. And he puts it to the open side. It was quickly moved up to number 15. Altman with it. Altman coming into the zone. Back in front. Unable to keep it on his stick was Berger. Canadians with it. Thorwaldson is going to put that down the ice and into the Blazers zone. And the Canadians have killed off the penalty. Icing called here as the lead pass missed by the Blazers. We'll have the draw. Oh no, they're going to save that center. The ref conversing with the linesman. Changing the call. Blazers come away with it. Bergeron gets that into the Canadian zone. Turcotte stops him though. Flips the puck out to the neutral ice. Cavill. Eagle cut that off, but it's taken back by number 12. 12 comes in. Black with the save. Kicks the rebound to the far boards. Thorwaldson down low for Eagle. Eagle with it. Hard around the boards, looking for Hoare. Hoare. Nope, stolen by the Blazers. Berger in, low shot. Black with the save. Puck comes into the corner.
Come on, boys.
Eagle swipes at it. Held in at the near point by Clark. Put down low. Followed down by Bergeron. Eagle chasing up Almos. Here's on the near side. Gotzel with it, shot by Clark, thrown down low. Here's a chance. And Gotzel puts one on net, but Black with the better save, able to find that through traffic. Gets the stop with 1:56 left in the second period. Another look at it here before the boys get set up on the near dot. Face off, near side in the Canadian zone. Blazers win it. There's a shot right from the dot. Wide and mark, bounces to the far boards. Frostad with it. Moves it around for Ulrich. Ulrich up the boards. Dollywall completes the clear and it's going to roll into the Blazers zone. Ducher moves it up. That's knocked down by Zahari. Tries to go towards the net, but the Blazers move it up the ice. Frostad back to play. Over to Ulrich. Sahara chips that up. It ends up hitting the roof. We're going to have a neutral zone face-off. 1:25 to go in the first period. It should be right there. Why? Should be right there. Puck's dropped. It's loose. Ulrich gets that into the neutral zone. It's picked up by Monroe. He goes left side to number 9, Kelly. Taken into the corner. Cycle over to the nearest side. Blazers still with it. 105. Oh, Kelly trying to get the shot off. Whoa, Black makes the save. West picks up the loose puck. West looking for a dolly wall. Couldn't get the strength of the pass going down the ice. That's picked off at center by Ducher, who steps in offside with 55 seconds left in the period. The draw will be near side in the Canadian zone. Sorry, outside of the Canadian zone. Taylor lining up against Graham. Graham wins that. Blazers have that on the far side. Commandant puts that in, or walks it in, takes a shot. That's deflected over the net. 45 seconds to go in the period. Blazers have that down low. Now it's swept off their stick. Morris puts up the near side. Beeson keeps that in at the line. Puts that in the skates of Taylor. Horn comes, no, not Horn. Puck swept to the far side. Here's Burnett with it. Tried to flip that around Plamondon, and Plamondon will end up chipping that into the Canadians bench. Another look at it here as the Canadians come into the neutral zone. Up the right side, trying to break in, chipped into the Canadians bench. Face off, far side, in the Blazers zone. 25 seconds to go in the period. There's the penalty. Burnett drew one, heading into the box. Will be our favorite person, Rutan, his third penalty of the game. That's what happens when you get your arms up over the shoulders of the player. So the Canadians, another power play with about 20 seconds to go in the period. Scrambled, comes loose for Thorvaldson, back to the point for Frostad. Frostad slap shot, tip just wide. It's going to roll up the near side, 10 seconds to go in the period. Rush by the Blazers as they come in the zone. Frostad sweeps the puck to the near side. They take it down low. Time to just eat it. So, after 2 periods of play, Lloydminster Blazers have found a game. The Canadians unable to answer much in the first period in the first game, but darn did they show up today. Blazers have the lead heading into the locker room. It's 3-2, but the Canadians putting in a strong effort. We're going to take a break here, let the Zamboni do its work, and don't you go far, folks. We're going to have an outstanding championship third period here when we get back.
Streetlights along the highway, throwing shadows in the dark, and the memories keep on turning to the rhythm of a broken heart. You only need a roof when it's raining. You only need a fire when it's cold. You only need a drink when the whiskey is the only thing that you have left to hold. Sun comes up and goes back down. The fall feels like There's a song that I remember I never learned to play, and a lifetime of forgotten words I never got to say. You only need a roof when it's raining. You only need a fire when it's cold. You only need a drink when the whiskey is the only thing that you have left to hold. Sun comes up and goes back down. If all it feels like flying till you hit the ground. Say the word and I'll be there for you. Baby, I will be your parachute. Parachute. If you think you're going down, just know I will be around. You only need a roof when it's raining. You only need a fire when it's cold. You only need a drink when the whiskey is the only thing that you have left to hold. Sun comes up and goes back down. If all it feels like flying till you hit the ground. Say the word and I'll be there for you. Baby, I will be your. Baby, I will be your parachute.
Hope it ain't no time real soon, but we know one thing's for true. One of these days the good Lord's calling me. Hey, y'all ain't gotta go to church. Use my truck, don't rent no hearse. You ain't gotta dig 6 feet, I just need 3. You bury me upside down, right in the heart of this old town. Here lies a man with one thing left to say. Put my middle fingers up to all the folks who said I was trash. Bury me upside down so the world can kiss my ass. To my exes and my boss, teams that I bet on it lost. Every bartender that ever cut me off. Oh, baby, let me get this off my chest. Let me make one last request before y'all lay this old boy down to rest. You bury me upside down, right in the heart of this old town. Here lies a man with one thing left to say. You put my middle fingers up to all the folks who said I was trash. Bury me upside down so the world can kiss my ass. And if there ever comes a day when they stop hating on my name, well, I might roll over in my grave. But until that day, you bury me upside down, right in the heart of this old town. Here lies a man with one thing left to say. You put my middle her up, motherfucker.
Gold records on my sheetrock. Not bad for a boy from Mississippi. Yeah, I could buy a Maybach, but I'm still in my F-150. And my last name is a whole lot bigger than I thought it'd be. A lot of things changed, except one thing, me. I'm still the same old redneck fuck, don't give a damn. Ain't afraid to throw a dead buck on my Instagram. Grain alcohol in my cup, got the whole house wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out. Wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out. Wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out. Yeah, middle finger to the sky, buddy, that's right. I don't sprinkle Dixie Crystal on my halftime. Keep your in crowd, I'll be the outcast. I'll be country till I'm dead, that's my last name. Is a whole lot bigger than I thought it'd be. A lot of things change, but if there's something you should know about me, I'm still the same old redneck fuck, don't give a damn. Ain't afraid to throw a dead buck on my Instagram. Grain alcohol in my cup, got the whole house wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out. Yeah, wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out. Wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out. Middle finger to the sky till I'm gonna die. 44 in the park for the copperhead. Alcohol in my cup, got the whole house wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out. Middle finger to the sky till I'm gonna dead. 44 in the park for the copperhead. Alcohol in my cup, got the whole house wall to wall, and I still ain't sold out.
Sunday morning, man, she woke up fighting mad, bitching and moaning on and on about the time I had. And by Tuesday, you could say that girl was good as gone. And then when Thursday came around, I was all alone. So I went for a drive to clear my mind. Ended up at a Shell on I-65. Then I won $100 on a scratch-off ticket. Bought 2 12-packs and a tank of gas with it. She swore they were a waste of time, all, but she was wrong. I was calling number 5 on the radio station, won a 4-day, 3-night beach vacation. Deep sea senorita fishing down in Panama. And I ain't gotta see my ex-future mother-in-law anymore. Oh Lord, when it rains, it pours. Now she was heard about my newfound luck on that FM.
Yep, now we're back. Yeah, I just fixed it. Here's my setting. Here we go, folks. We're here for the third period, 4:05 left in this championship game of the King's Cup. Action's been so exciting here, I haven't been able to see much. As in, I haven't been watching the text messages on my phone. Draw on the far side. Blazers win it. Come on the right side. There's a shot. Knocked down in front. That's not a hand pass. Here's Dollywall hustling in. Dollywall going towards the net. He's drew on another penalty in the game, and the Blazers will be in the box with 3:49 left in the third period. And the Blazers bench does not like it at all. So Canadians on the power play, face-off bar side in the Blazer zone. Canadians win the draw. Frostad, point, left side for Hoare. Top five for Frostad, left side for Hoare. Walking it in. There's a shot. Comes back to Hoare. Frostad with it. Left side for Hoare. Up high for Frostad. Caught off the boards. Backhand on the narrator, and the narrator's going to come and give a hack at Dollywall. They're going to put a member of each team into the box. Canadians still have 1:38 left in the power play. Waiting for the puck to drop. Two minutes to go in the third period. Canadians on the power play. Blazers receive it in the corner. Now it's lost. Canadians back over to Thorvaldson. Puts it up high, and the Canadians take the lead for the first time in the game. They're up 4-3 after that power play goal with 1:50 to go in the third period. Off the draw, the Blazers get control of the puck. Canadians immediately attack, take it back. Puck comes over to Thorvaldson, and he sees nothing but the top of the net. With that Blazer Village, and a rifle shot takes the lead for the Canadians. 1:45 to go in the third period. Blazers starting in their own zone. Puck moved over near side, far side, now up to center. Knocked down by Smith. Smith coming in left side, fed into that far corner. Eagle chips it over the near side. Rushing over for it is Smith. There it goes. Forrestad back to the point. Bill with the shot. Black with the save. Far side. Eagle ties up his man. And Ruchan can't get the shot off. Down the ice comes Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson handles the puck. And it's Frostad putting it deep into the Blazers zone. All kinds of action happening behind the play, but the Blazers are the ones that are going to end up back in the box. Oh, and the ref has just ejected the Blazers head coach. They will be out without their leader for the remainder of the game. And the Canadians on the power play here with 1:10 left to go in the championship game of the King's Cup. Are they calling a timeout? They are not. We're going to let play continue. Here's the face-off, near side in the Blazers zone. Battle for it in the corner. Lamondon moves up the near side. Thorvaldsen knocks it down. Thorvaldsen hanging on to it. Throws that down low for Dollywall. Dollywall, less than a minute to go in the third period. Here's Thorvaldsen with it. Down low for Dollywall. Over to Thorvaldsen. No problem, just moving the puck around the outside. Frostad, over to Horror. Horror can't hold on to it, and the Blazers are down the ice with it. Chipped out to number 6. Here they come up the right side. Driving the net. Over to the near side. Block. Kings it away. Here's Horror with it. He hangs on to it. Flips it down the middle. It's going to be an icing call with about 30 seconds to go in the game. 31.5 in fact. And we are full of nerves. Here is the face-off. It's going to be on the far side in the Canadian zone. Timeout called by the Blazers. Blazers open up the scoring in the first period, jamming one between the legs of Black, a contestable goal. They ended up scoring shorthanded. Later in the period, they were up 2-0 before the Canadians could answer. Then the Blazers got another 2-goal lead, but it's been all Canadian since, with Thorvaldsen taking the lead mere minutes ago. Blazers short-handed as they have emptied their net. Face-off will be far side in the Canadian zone. Oh, why did you leave, Santi? What's going on? Canadians have the wrong personnel on. Now we're ready to go. Goes into the corner, Eagle freezes against the boards. 25 seconds to go. Body's on the ground. They're gonna blow it down. Are they told to run it? And the Canadians win this one. Your 2026 Kings Cup champions, CAC United Spartan Cycle Canadians. The Blazers protesting, but we're over our time, aren't we? Yep. It's 3:48 on the clock over there. We're 3 minutes late. The Blazers manhandled the Canadians Friday night to a 6-2 victory. But the Canadians circled the Blazers' name on the standings, said we're going to get back there on Sunday. They came out with a game plan, fired up in the first period, played a spirited game. Even though the Blazers got up 2-0, the Canadians did not quit and end up Kings Cup champions. Teams shaking hands at center now. Great feeling for the boys. Feeling for the parents. Well, I got a moment. I'd like to thank Mr. Greg Eagle working that camera all weekend long. A big help to the team. Thank you very much. My name is Curtis Mikowski. It's been a pleasure. Folks, we'll let the teams enjoy this just for a little bit longer, and then we will sign off. just waiting for, looks like, medal presentation.
Sherwood Park Senators would like to thank all of the volunteers, family, and players for making it such a great weekend here at Sherwood. Thanks to the
Blazers leave their second place medals at center ice. I guess we're gonna skip their presentation. We'll go on to the Canadians presentation.
Congratulations to CAC United. So, I couldn't wait today. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. We'll get a chance to do this again next year.
All right, they're gonna just send them to the bench, it would appear, as the tournament organizers appear to have signed off. Kids setting up their equipment. And thanks for tuning in, folks. I think I'm away for the next one. Just pull up the calendar real quick. Yeah, so that's Wednesday. Our next game is Wednesday at 8 p.m. from Castle Downs. Technically, I will be there, but I will be with her under their sun streaming their game. So I apologize for that. But let's enjoy this moment with the Canadians. Once again, your Kings 2026 Kings Cup champions, Canadian Athletic Clubs United Sport and Cycle. Have a good rest